Hi everyone, welcome to Saturday. Just going out for my evening bit of exercise. Again, I haven't got Snow with me. She seems to be a lot better now today, which I'm quite pleased. Giving her a bit of rest. And also brought her a chicken today from one of the Chinese shops, one of the squeaky chickens. Well, she loves having a little play with the chickens. So we gave her a lot of play in the living room. And she seems to have woken up a lot. I mean, she's fast asleep now, but that's just normal for her. But she definitely seemed to have got a lot more excitement back, so I'm pleased with that. All thanks to a chicken. So I'm going to just head down towards the beach. Have a look at the sea again. I do love it down there, you know. And have a little look. It's 8:10 now. It's a beautiful evening. Still got my shorts and t-shirt on. It's been a terrific day today. It's been late 20s today, and the sun's been out. It's been so hot. It really has been a hot day. But I just thought it'd be nice to bring you out and about and show you a little bit of what's going on. So I hope you come with me. Be going via the Lago Monte all round there. So come along for the walk. So it looks like we're heading more and more out of lockdown, which is really good. Get a little bit more freedom every time. As you know, the other week we were allowed out and about a little bit for a little bit extra walk and things, and from Monday we're allowed to go down the beach. A few other bits and pieces. I'm waiting to see what we're allowed to do and what we're not allowed to do. I'm not too sure yet, but it's definitely going to the right direction, if you know what I mean. Definitely a lot happier. People seem a lot happier as well when you see them. So, you know, you've got that to look forward to. And just heard, apparently from the 1st of July, I've read that they're going to start bringing people in, aren't they? You know, hopefully from Britain. I'm not too sure what's happening, but that's what I've read on Facebook. It's all good news. It's all the way forward, isn't it? So I was just going to come down the lane again to the horse ranch and take a right, and then end up at the Lago Monte for a little look round. It's a beautiful evening. So it's dinner time for the horses then. I'm really not sure how long we've been in lockdown. I can't remember the date it started. It was around about the middle of March, and here we are near enough the end of May. So it's a good 10 weeks, give or take. Anyway, earlier I was looking through some of the earlier videos I've made of the lockdown and noticing how my feelings were going up and down with it. You know, each day seemed to be different. Some days I was quite up, some days I was quite down. But, you know, we made it through all right, didn't we? And that's really the main thing, isn't it? To say we actually came through it. And in years to come, we can actually use it as like a cross-reference, if you know what I mean. I noticed on the videos I was saying about the lock-in, that we always locked in the house. Obviously that's what locking is. However, I keep on saying and I keep on feeling that I can't wait to get out, have a little look past the bridge. You know, that's have a look past the bridge, have a look at the beach, the sea, and all the rest of it all. And I was so happy, overwhelmed when the actual day came when we're actually allowed to go down to the beach and have a look further afield. And we weren't allowed to sit on the beach. We weren't allowed to sit on chairs. All the cafes, bars and all the rest of it all closed. But it was just so brilliant to actually get down to the beach, even though we had such tight reins holding us back. You know, the walk-in, the times we were allowed out, the times we weren't allowed out. you know, the whole lot of it all, it was just so brilliant. And the thing that actually kept me going whilst we were in the lockdown was we had snowy. Lucky enough to have snowy. I was allowed to go out for a few short walks a day, 2 or 3 short walks a day, which were really short, as you know. But that actually got me out of the house and actually made me feel better. And the actual days I went down to Lidl supermarket, and on Good Friday I actually went to the baker's. It's a beautiful view that is, isn't it? But on Good Friday I was actually allowed to go to the baker's, as I said. And that was really like an away day ticket, if you know what I mean by that. So going from that strict lockdown to actually, as from Monday, being allowed to actually go down, sit on the beach. I'm not sure what we're actually allowed to do until we've read it, but this is going to be wonderful, isn't it? Actually, to get down on the beach, sit on the sand. But out of all of this, I really feel that what's actually kept me in line is actually my YouTube channel, my Facebook. With all the comments I've been getting, have just been so nice and sort of pleasant remarks from everybody, how much they've been enjoying the films. So that's what has kept me together, as it were. And I do love doing them. It's just so nice to have a little walk around in the evening. I mean, we are 9:15 nearly, and it's still so pleasant, nice and warm out here. I do love looking at some of these villas, stroke townhouses that are around. Some of them are so big. I never want a great big one, you understand. But it'd be nice to have a little villa townhouse or something that we could comfortably afford. And I can't ever imagine that happening, but for now I'm happy where we are. This lockdown has been really financially and everything else poor, as you can imagine, for everyone. However, looking at the positive sides, there is a lot of positive sides can be said for it. The number one thing I notice all the time are the birds. They're tweeting the whole time now. I just imagine they were always there, weren't they? But you didn't hear them because there was just too much going on. Number two, the cleanliness of the skies. The skies seem so much cleaner, and just everything just seems to be a little bit different. I appreciate we've got to get back as soon as possible for the income of everywhere, because it wasn't just this island, was it? It was everywhere. So we've got to get going back. And I'm looking forward to getting back, actually getting some work, getting some pennies in, because I haven't earned any money at all since we've been back. We did actually come back at the end of January. And a little while ago, everybody was worried about Brexit, weren't they? Every time somebody said something about Brexit, now it's COVID-19, isn't it? Strange how everything changes, isn't it? And nobody talks about Brexit anymore. Just approaching the Maddie roundabout now. Got a lid all over the road, and that's Burger King. Burger King hasn't even opened yet. Surprising, because a lot of them you can open now for takeaway. So I was surprised to have them with all those tables and chairs outside. So I've turned off now. I'm just going to walk straight to the beach. It's only a couple of minutes up this road. This is actually my favourite walk, to be honest with you. Anything heading down to the beach. Because in the winter, I can bring Snowy down here. And she absolutely loves to come off the lead and play with other dogs on the beach, on the sands. It's absolutely lovely to see her play, and where it's cool as well, just there's no problem with her. Just to make sure we bring some water and everyone's happy. What a beauty, eh? It's the best feeling in the world, this is, walking on the beach. And obviously it's not too hot, it's lovely and warm. The sand's quite reasonably warm as well. But it's just so nice to walk along, peace and quiet, apart from the sound of the waves and just your own thoughts. Must admit, my favourite time for coming over here has always been this time. The halfway through May to halfway through June. The days are pleasant, it's not over busy because obviously it's not school holidays, and the evenings are just nice and cool without being too hot, so you sleep well and you play well, for a better word. Just love it, the sea changes colour with the sunset. To be honest, what more do you need? I mean, it's just nice to come over here and live. You don't need a pile of money. You never become rich living over here. But the life is so much different. I won't say better, but it's so much different than back in Blighty. Every night I come out, there always seems to be more and more people walking around, all locals, but it's really nice to see some activity. Well, that's tonight's film finished. Hope you liked watching it as much as I liked making it. I really do enjoy making my films. I just love walking around, having a look, see what's going on. If you did, please give us a big thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and don't forget my Facebook page, Alcudia Mallorca, and I'll catch you all on the next film. Thank you and good night.